It's 2026. And if you have not started to train with intention, I'm going to teach you how to do it. Random workouts is just not going to cut it, unfortunately. Which leads me to today's topic, how to effectively build a program for yourself. Now, when I go to the gym, I personally see a lot of people walking around looking like chickens with their heads cut off.
What's this caper, love?
We're flying!
Obviously. Flipping hell. Look at this fetch.
They're gonna kill themselves. Wanna watch?
Yeah, all right.
And it's clear to me that they have no clue what they are doing, which is fine for beginners. However, guys, when you are doing something, have purpose, have meaning, have a plan. I mean, you're just going to be up in the gym without a blueprint? It's all right. I got you. Today is the day where you can begin to create your own program and have a full understanding of how to do so. And most importantly, why we create our programs the way we do. Let's begin. Number one, let's look at what your needs are. Why do you want to be in the gym? Do you want a stronger upper body? Do you want a flatter stomach? Nutrition. Do you want stronger legs? Do you want a more toned look? Increased mobility? Let's get the purpose established first. This is what is going to create meaning. Just remember, this program that you are designing is not going to be for everyone. Programs are uniquely designed for the individual. Factors will vary based on height, sex, weight, age, fitness levels, and personal goals. Now that we have our why, let's look at number two. How much time do you want to spend in the gym, and how frequently will you be going to the gym? It's simple. The more time you have, the more you can stretch out your program. And the less time you have, the more you're going to want to condense your program for you to ensure that you hit all muscle groups in a shorter amount of time. For example, if you only have 2 days a week, I suggest to you upper body day 1 and lower body day 2. At the end of each day, throw in some core and abs too, as you are very limited here on time, so make the best of it. If you have 3 days a week, I suggest full body workouts every other day, where you're able to hit every major muscle group at least 2 to 3 times per week with recovery in between. And again, with core, cardio, and abs included. Remember, hitting the same muscle group 2 or more times a week is key for optimal muscle growth. Or you could also do chest and back one day with a recovery, legs the next with a recovery, and then shoulders and arms for the last day, with again, core and abs to top it off. Now, in this combination, it may take you a little longer for muscle growth to show because you are only hitting it once a week, but that's okay. Focus on progressive overloading, nutrition, and consistency, and your body will produce results. When it comes to cardio, guys, the ratio on which you're going to split your muscle building with the cardio component is again going to depend on your goals and your length of time. Now, if your primary focus is to build muscle, I would have more of a strength training session rather than cardio. For example, my hour would look like 10 to 20 minutes cardio and then 40 to 50 minutes lifting. During my weight loss journey, I found that incorporating cardio has helped me to achieve a leaner look, which is personally what I go for. So within an hour time frame, I'm strictly 20 minutes cardio, 40 minutes lifting. Now, lastly, for more experienced and more frequent gym goers like myself, who spend 4 to 6 days in a week at the gym, my program is a little bit more stretched out. The first year I started my program looked a little like this. And then on Sunday, we start all over again. And I did this for a whole year. Now, side note, did you notice how I had 2 glute days in my program? That's because I really wanted to work on the shape of my glutes, so I made a way for this. Now, if you want to focus more on defining your legs, you can tailor your program to incorporate 2 leg days instead of 1. Let's say you play sports and you want to get better in that sport. You can also tailor one of your days to play that sport. And then the other days that you're in the gym, just work on those supporting muscles to build up your performance level when you are playing the sport. Again, you have to figure out what you are in the gym working for and tailor your program to meet those needs. So here's the thing. When the new year started, I found myself getting a little bored with doing the same thing over and over again. And by no means did this ever make me feel like I wanted to stop. But I said to myself, for me to continue doing this, I'm going to need to find more ways to keep myself engaged and make this fun again. So here's what I did. I reanalyzed my goals based off of the progress that I've made and new goals that I had for myself. When I did this, it made me make things exciting for myself again. I knew that this year I wanted to get back into HIIT training and I wanted to incorporate some yoga to increase mobility and flexibility. So now my program looks a little like this. Now, honestly, I can't wait to get to the gym to try out my new program. And for me, I have a little bit more of a stretched out program because I have hit a lot of my goals last year and I am actually happy with the way I'm looking. So for this year, for me, it's just to keep continuing my progress, keep progressive overloading and continuing to move, and also finding more ways to make my time in the gym more enjoyable so that this continues to be a lifestyle of my choice. I just love being in the gym, honestly. I love movement and stuff like that. So ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Anyways, for the last question that I get asked quite frequently, Rochelle, how will I know which muscle groups to pair together? And that is a common question. Okay, so now we're going to talk about common muscle group pairings. All right, so number one, you've got push days, which is anything that you do that requires a pushing motion. Okay, this consists of chest, shoulders, and triceps. Okay, so if you notice, I'm pushing to do these motions. All right. Number two, you've got pull days, which is anything that you do that requires a pulling motion. Okay, so you've got back, lat pull downs, and you've got biceps. Okay, bicep curls. Number three, you've got leg day, which is lower body, which includes quads, hamstrings, glutes, and calves. And number four, you've got arms and shoulders, which focuses more on arm workouts. And then you've got core and abs. Now, the reason why certain muscle groups are grouped together is simply because of synergy and they perform similar movements. So training them together is more efficient. That's basically what that is. When it comes to recovery, alternating muscle group allows one to rest for growth and recovery while the other muscle groups are working. So if you notice in my program, I alternate days. So compound glutes, back and biceps, back to legs, back to upper body so that I'm resting in between, okay? So if you are a beginner in the gym and haven't been active really for a while, I mean, you haven't touched dumbbell in years, you ain't got no strength in your back, all aching and whatnot, okay? Please don't run up in the gym acting like you Superman, okay? Build up your strength first. Focus on foundational movements. Forget about the heavy lifting. And once you've perfected your form, then that's when you can begin to incorporate more weight training, all right? Because if you're going up in there and picking up some 25-pound dumbbells and you haven't even learned how to pick up a 5-pound dumbbell, girl, honey, I feel sorry for you, all right? As beginners, you need to perfect your form. Form is so important. Using the lighter weights is what is going to enable you to lift heavier. And also too, if you haven't been in the gym for a long time and you are working on your strength, focus on the foundational movements, okay? And the core foundational movements are all right, y'all. So that's all I've got for you in today's video. Now you are well on your way in creating a program for yourself. We didn't talk about nutrition in this video. However, you know how much I talk about nutrition, and nutrition is always number one. In order for your new program to work, nutrition needs to be your number one. And upon creating your program, the only way to build muscle and tone your body is to progressively overload. That is also another important topic that I have spoke about in the past. So if you're interested to learn, click the link on the next video to learn all about that. Until next time, you guys, peace and love, y'all. Rochelle, out.